Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. How is everybody doing? Hi, Sonia. Book Bewitched. Ronald, good morning. Kevin. Mars. Blessings, Lucian. Hi, Jay. Colby, hello. Hi, Ed. And Linda, hi. All right. Sharon Lee, hi. Good morning or afternoon. Miss Charlotte and Tasty Melon. Hi, Belinda. Lori Sue. Welcome. So this morning, hi, Jen. It's just going to be me, you guys. So this should be interesting and fun. My partner in crime backed out. So on the late side, so it'll just be me, and I think that's okay. So we're going to do things a little, we're going to be doing readings, of course. So the list, so if you have a question, please pass it to Lucienne. And morning on the West Coast, yes. Okay. Hi, Vicki and Belinda. So what we're going to do is, if you want to, we don't have to, but if like a kind of get to know Debbie-Freebird spirit. If you ever had any burning questions, this is our morning to do that. So in between readings, we're going to be taking questions. I keep saying we because I'm so used to saying we, right? I'll be taking questions. If you have any questions about me, and it's okay if you don't, and we don't have any questions to go over, that's fine too. But it's wide open. So kind of get to know your reader type of thing. If you ever wanted to know about my journey or anything like that, I'd be happy to take some time to answer those questions. So, hi, Diane. Sandra. Hi, Bonita. I missed something that, because I see that Lucienne is saying sorry for your loss, but I missed the beginning part of that. But love and light to you, Sandra. Hi, Marty. Okay, so Marie has a question. Sorry, throwing food in my mouth, and because I read on Scott's all morning, so I so our first personal question coming up is, sorry, when did I really start serious into reading? Well, that's a good question in that it's kind of, do you mean maybe, okay, so I'll answer it two ways. When did I start the cards, but when did I start reading intuitively? Okay, so this is a good question in that since I remember, very long time. Oh, okay. I had a friend. Okay, sorry, I'm pausing because I see Sandra's. So you had a friend who committed suicide. Okay, wrapping you up. Okay. It was just called different terms throughout my life because of my personal spiritual journey. But I've always, from childhood on, had a deep, odd connection with spirit and listening and hearing things and knowing things all the time. Like, I'd be 5 years old and say, "Oh, Mom, the phone's going to ring in a second and it's so-and-so," like that. So that kind of thing always happened. And, I was the typical kid had to have the light on in my room all the time with the night light, because it was just a constant stuff happening. So I was like that kind of kid. And also, always having this knowing of stuff. As I progressed in my life, as I grew, and in the Christian arena, it's called the gift of knowing, the gift of knowledge, prophecy, the gift of prophecy, gift of healing, hands-on healing, and stuff like that. So it just kind of, the names kind of changed. And as I, just my own personal journey. Now, as far as reading the cards, bringing the cards in, I want to say it's been about maybe about 8 years or more, somewhere right around there, when I started introducing that type of tool. But before then, it was just intuitive and that kind of thing, just kind of stepping into spirit and getting messages that way. And then I thought, I just fell in love with the ideas of the symbols in cards and oracles and in tarot and stuff like that. So I just thought that was just a fun way. And it opened the door to allow people to be a part of the reading. So it wasn't just like I'm sitting there and giving all this information. They could actually be a part of it symbolically with the cards and stuff. They could see it playing out there as well. So that's kind of, what did you do career-wise before the magic full-time? Okay. So the magic has always been a part of my life, even in my career, in that, I've worked in the psychiatric field for over 38, probably around 38 years or more. And so I always was tapping intuitively. I don't know how you can do any work in that field without having that intuition. And a lot of who are in that field, it's like you have to have, it's like, I don't know how you can do it without having that connection. But so, and then about 4 years ago, how many years ago now? I don't know. I'm losing track of time now, but 4 or 5 years, 4 years ago, I think 4 or 5 years ago, I had been my last position in this field, I worked as a psychiatric liaison to emergency room and hospital. Anyways, if those of you who work in the medical field, working into working in an ER is quite stressful, especially as an empath, right? And so, and that was many, many years I worked doing that. And it can really be stressful. And even if you're constantly bubbling yourself up and all that, anyways, it took a toll. And it probably could have been a lot of things at the same time that were happening 4 or 5 years ago. And I had a couple TIAs. And so I stopped working in the traditional work at that point, because I felt like, I kind of want to live. And this isn't this isn't thriving for me, right? So I'm not thriving in this environment anymore. And I do miss my job. I miss it. But it definitely took a toll on me. So then I actually moved away from San Diego. That's where I lived and grew up forever in San Diego. And I moved, and that's when I started doing this full time. So 4 or 5 years ago. So I even started YouTube back then, but I only had like 2 followers. So anyways, so that's kind of the journey there. And that's when I went full time into this, from there to here. So still trying to get it to grow. And this field, it's hard to get out there to bring in, to open that door for people to come to you for readings and stuff, because there's so many choices. So it's been quite a little bit of a road, but thank you for those beautiful questions. Let's see. 2 very difficult skills: psychology, stressful. Yes. Amen, Lori Sue. All right. So let's move into the first reading, and then we'll come back to personal questions. So I'm sorry if you wrote a personal question and I missed it, but when we're done, so we'll do it kind of in between like that. Hey, Scott. That's a good question, Belinda. So while we're waiting for the other question, we'll go ahead and look at this. It didn't change the gifts. But what it did do is open the door for me to really step into my true passion of healing. And so in that way, it helped my gifts, in that it really, you spend a lot of time in that dark night of the soul time where you're reevaluating and really learning, like, I am Scott. If you want to come on, my person didn't come the last second. So if you are free, you're welcome. So anyway, so it just kind of, that journey brought me to, where is my passion? Where is my joy? Just the kind of same things we talked to you all about, really following that. What is that for you? Let's not wait. Don't wait till you have strokes to push you into your true, your true place. Okay. So that's what it gifted me. All right. So hopefully I answered that question. So, okay. All right. So I'm going to send Scott the invite real quick. So hold on, Kobe. Invite. So I just sent it, and all right. Blessings, Book Bewitched. Thank you. Yes, it really does. It really does. Lori Sue, it really does. Especially when it comes to this, when it comes to that kind of thing, the neurological things, it really is like, oh boy, and you face a lot of demons, face a lot of angels, you know what I mean? And you work it out and get on your path. So Scott will be coming in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to get started, Colby, with your question. Message from Dad or my grandpa. All right, let's tap in here. Okay, so I feel like this is your dad coming in. And I don't know if this is symbolic for you, but Colby, if you could be on here so you can answer my, like pop in to see if this is, if this is your dad. But I see him and he's putting in fence posts and he looks back and so I feel like, okay, good. Thank you, Colby. I sense that he was, because he's coming straight in with a message, and but he has this loving, kind soul, very knowledgeable, and like someone who would give feedback, and in his feedback, kind of be in that feedback would be giving you, teaching you something. Does this sound true to be your dad? Or is this your grandfather? Because I think it's your dad, but it could be your grandfather. Let me know who this is for you. He was very kind and knowledgeable, but quiet and wise, but wise. Yes, exactly what he's bringing in. And with, so this is your dad, yeah. Because he's coming in right with this fence post thing. And so it could be either. He came in younger. So when he came in younger, for me, I feel like it's your dad. But we'll keep going. And with the fence post thing, though, it's like the fence posts, the actual posts are the most important part, he's saying. So the stuff in between is okay, but if the posts fall down, the stuff in between, it really doesn't mean anything. You need that foundational support to make everything stand up properly. And so what he's saying, so whatever this energy he's bringing in for you, Kobe, is about really where you want to put your energy and so forth, is not the in-between stuff. It's the major post part. Is this resonating at all? Fence posts don't make any sense yet. So it's not about the fence posts. It's a metaphor, Kobe. So what he's saying with his wise words is it's focus your energy on the part that holds things up, not the in-between. Oh, okay, you got that. All right. So, but you don't know where it belongs in your life. So we'll hold on to it, hold on to that message, because if you don't know now, it will be coming. You will know soon. And I'll see if he has any more information about that. It's almost like don't waste your stress and energy on the in-between stuff. If you're going to put energy towards something, put it on the foundational stuff. He's now showing me like it's been things are all aligned and in place. So not to worry about the little stuff. If you want to focus on that foundation and it's in. And I feel like he's always in support of you, Kobe. He's guiding you. He continues to teach you and guide you and bring his wisdom into your life. And maybe that's what the fence posts are. Maybe the fence posts are him, resemble him and what he, that foundation, you always have it. But yeah, he is, he's such just a sweet, he just is I feel like this powerful wisdom behind him. So what a blessing. But yes, he continues to guide you and try to remember these words, and maybe you'll understand more as time unfolds in the next few weeks. But yeah, blessings to you, Kobe. Thank you for allowing me to, that comes through very strong, Kobe, that he was a wise, that comes through very strongly. You're welcome. And remember, everyone, these are just mini readings. So if you are interested in a personal reading, he didn't. I can. Hey Scott, thanks for popping in. Kobe, he came in very fast and very strong with that message. He didn't, but we can check in another time. Thank you, Lucian. Yes. So yeah. So if you want to be more a longer reading and more personalized and whatnot, we actually both do. Scott does personal readings, and of course that's what I do. So reach out, please.
Hey, Beth. Oh, we got
Hi, Beth. Yeah, so I want to pull before we start on his question here. I wanted to pull a card for him, a couple cards for him that I was supposed to a while back, and we ran out of time. So before we start on that question, what's in store for 2021 for you? Let me just pull before that for just because I owe him.
Yeah, Colby, I don't know if you've seen it, but I was getting something about the building blocks of creating your own story.
Ooh, yeah.
I put it in the comments, but it was like you're at an impasse of creating your own story within your life, and put the foundation down. Those fence posts were feeling like you're putting in the structure, but you need to implement those structures of where you want to go.
Beautiful. Yeah, that is okay. So
it's always like dream it, feel it, build it, put everything aside, put in that foundation.
Yeah, that's what I feel like he was definitely came right in with that message very strong. Okay, Jay, we have your dreams need a practical plan with the full moon in Taurus here. Bringing in that, so whatever, although we're not reading on what's in store for 2021, I feel like this has a lot to do with it. So either way, but your dreams need a practical plan with that full moon in Taurus. You have a couple full moons here. And with the full moon in Sagittarius, look at the bigger picture. Always have the bigger picture in mind, like the long game, the bigger picture, and don't let your past hold you back. Keep your eyes towards your true north. And with the new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. Release some of those fears and surrender, and know that Spirit always has your best and good in mind on your journey, and always guiding you towards that true north. All right. So blessings to you on that. Now we can look into what is in store for Jay in 2021. Oh, oops. Okay, hold on that, Lucian. All right, so we're gonna check into 2021. I feel movement. I'm seeing movement. I'm seeing expansion for you, and I'm seeing open doors. Let's see.
It feels like a spiritual expansion.
Yeah.
I'm not sensing like work or whatever. It feels like a more connective expansion, more people, and more of an understanding of life's mysteries, kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
No, that's exactly it. That's exactly what I was saying.
Definitely an evolvement time for you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, absolutely. Oh my gosh. So still working on releasing some of some old beliefs that may be stuck on. You're going to be really finding some expansion. Absolutely. Some expansion here. Wow. I love it. Absolutely. This is so it's interesting that Spirit chose to focus directly on just your spiritual expansion, because literally that's the most important, right? Our journey of growth and understanding. Wow.
I'm sensing like a male spirit guide working very hard. There's a lot of waves and energy coming down to you, releasing old negativity, new opportunities definitely coming in. It feels like almost like a grandfather type figure.
Like
did you
the old wise wizard?
Yeah. Did you have a grandfather that was important to you? It feels grandfatherish.
Jay said it could be my grandpa reaching out to me in spirit. Yes, I was very close with my grandpa on my mom's side. Yeah,
I'm definitely feeling that.
I saw that connection.
Yeah,
with your mom.
Here's the messages he's given. Yeah,
he definitely is one of your guides.
A teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Very dominant figure. Yeah. Releasing the past. He's working hard. Smart man.
Yeah. He was an old soul too.
Or definitely smart in spirit, that's for sure.
Yeah, but he was an old soul when he was here too. A lot of wisdom there. Oh, happy birthday, Mom.
Um, 6 to 8 months. What kind of career do you do, Herc? But he's also helping with some kind of career move.
Hmm.
First is spiritual, but there's a
Yeah.
career move coming too. 6 to 8 months.
Awesome.
He was a trendsetter. Yeah.
Mm.
Well,
Ahead of his time.
he's helping you be a trendsetter too, it seems.
Yep. Yep.
Herc's mom. Is it Herc's mom's birthday? Well, happy.
Yeah, Jay's mom. She's in spirit. Yeah, I feel like things will be moving for you after all this COVID stuff is kind of taken care of. But I do see things are coming to light for you, and we have the Magician and the Ten of Cups. So all around, things are going to be coming in into a deeper balance and movement. You're going to be it's going to be fulfilling. Things that will fulfill you will come to light for you. And you have that Magician there too. And so that's like spiritually all around, because the Magician has all the tools. So this is talking kind of all around with these two cards. But we have to wait till the COVID time is over for this movement to come into play for you. Okay. With the Chariot. But, as far as any type of work stuff, goes, a movement in that area. All right. So, Lucienne, I'm sorry. Can you post that next question for me again? Because I won't be able to find it now. Sorry about that. Anyways, the card that came in for you, surrender to your intuition. Feel like you're already doing that, but this is important. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that you come through to guide you. But intuition for yourself. So thank you, Lucienne. So blessings to you. And while we're waiting, I love that card too. Because Scott, I opened it up to if anybody had any questions for me, like about my journey or me or whatever. So in between, we'd be, I'm opening that up. So in between the questions. So anybody have a question? If not, we'll move right on. It's Ask the Reader Day. Okay, so Debbie, my question for you is, any advice on learning to channel spirit and loved ones? Ooh. Well, I can say one thing in it, that I can say a lot of things about that, Kevin, but the biggest one is don't question what you're hearing. That's the biggest mountain, and I'm sure Scott can attest to this as well. The biggest mountain you have to overcome is when you're hearing or seeing something, to believe that you're hearing and seeing something because you think it's yourself. You think, oh, I'm just saying that. That's just coming from me. That is your biggest hurdle. So allowing is believing that you can move mountains, move that mountain first. And that will really help you open up. Trust in what you're hearing and seeing is coming from your guide's spirit. Wouldn't you agree with that, Scott?
Yeah, I mean, if it's not coming in visions of, let's say, dreams or your own thoughts, it'll come through signs, feathers, coins, those kind of things. So just be aware of those things. And if you're not, one that's given these gifts through spirit, the best way to do it is through a meditation type of thing. So that's how I started, try to figure it out, is to try to do a meditation thing where you get calm and you go to, I like to use the room type thing, where you're going to maybe the pearly gates or something, and you're getting calm and you're walking up steps or going out to a beach, however it may be, but you want to open a door and see the beauty and see the relaxation. And the way I did it is like, I get in this beautiful room, paintings and colors, and you're calm and you're seeing the beauty, kind of like if you were in heaven, right? And there's 2 chairs and another door. So when you're relaxed and comfortable, you get in this chair, and then you ask your spirit guides or whoever, it could be a passed on grandfather, grandma, to come in and speak to you. And it may come in through a dream or whatever. And that'll get you to listen to your spirit guides when you're talking to someone. You get in that captain's chair and you have another chair. And then when you get to that point, you ask, come talk to me, come see me, or whatever it is. And you'll get those little messages gradually by doing this more and more and more. That's how I started.
I love that, Scott, and I loved how you walked him through that. That's perfect.
But it's all about being in that calm space and feeling the beauty of what possibly, the pearly gates, heaven may be. Being in that, if you're a golfer per se, do it in golf terms.
Yeah.
You're walking up to the green. You're seeing the ball hit. Then you're walking down to the course, and then you're getting to the green, right? But then you use the green as your private space. So then you're walking up to the cup, and then you're pulling the pin, and then let someone come in after you pull a pin, whatever it may be.
Yeah. Create
your own dream within your happy place.
Yeah.
So like I said, I like to use the steps as a deeper motion. Mm-hmm. So every step you take up to the beauty, up to the relaxation, mm-hmm. you're going deeper and deeper and deeper. Mm-hmm. And then you open those doors, and then you have these chairs, and that seems to work best for me. And it takes time, but you can get that in a dream, and if you're not getting it in the waking, always ask. If I don't remember, give me that dream so I do remember and understand, So that's the way I like to do it. I mean, it's just creating that loving space.
And they're so excited. Your guides are so happy because they've been trying to communicate with you for a long time. And so once you open that door to symbols, they're going to dive in with, they're going to go, oh, okay, we're in golf symbols, and they'll dive in with all these symbols to help you understand messages that they're bringing forth. So totally exciting. Yeah.
And it's all about releasing your dailies, the confusion within your life and your dailies. And it's all about visualization and using your imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the best way. And someone asked about my journey. My journey is a lot quicker than most everyone else's. It's not a lifetime, The only thing for myself about when I was young, the only thing spiritual I ever had was I'd always dreamed that I'm floating, that I had the ability to fly. I was like I wouldn't really astral travel, but I could see myself out of my body, and that I could fly, and that I could move within my dreams. I've never understood it, but my journey is quick. It's never been a lifetime. So I've been almost in a crash course for like a year, basically.
Awesome. I love it. That brings inspiration for those who think I have to have been doing this my whole life. I have to, you know what I mean? And
No,
they're
you
like, but you do not. Yeah. So Tanya, real quick, it means you're helping someone with a project, an idea or something. You're helping them get this idea out and birthed. Okay, so back to Sonia. Here we go. Thank you for the question, Kevin. All right, so Sonia, message from Spirit for the rest of 2020. Oh, Sonia. Okay. I don't mean to giggle, but 2020. It's going to end with a bang, right?
So yeah, Jema, when I feel about the flying dream, it's like you're going into a different dimension and connecting, but you don't know it. That's what I sense from it. So, okay, Sonia.
I do feel like for you that, I said 2020 is going to end with a bang. I was not for you, Sonia. I do feel like it's just going to smoothly move right into this next year coming in for you. And yeah, lots of open doors here. Yeah, but they were just when I tapped into your energy and this kind of it's just kind of ebb and flow right in you. The end of 2020, you're just on your path right now. You're on your path. Things are opening up for you with the Hangman in reverse and the Seven of Wands. You're staying on top of it. You're not allowing the energy of 2020 to take you down, which is nice. And you're still looking for open doors and opportunities of growth and a deeper understanding. And the doors are now opening. If it was like this, you'd still be in that kind of pause and place of getting that enlightenment. Now you're like this, so the door's open and you're going to kind of now start living it. And it's because you've been on top of all of that happening. And let's see. We have in the center of the energy there, the Page of Swords coming out. See it. I love this one of the Page of Swords, because see how she's learning, she's seeking wisdom there. But she's also has some movement forward. This is, the bringing messages forth, whatever that looks like for you, standing in that truth. But I do see some possible growth in the business arena for you, or possibly in this, whatever you've been studying lately. So I feel like you've been studying things spiritual, right? You've been studying spiritual things. So this could be, okay. That's where I'm going to go with this because of these cards that came in too. So your spiritual growth, or your giftings, your metaphysical and all those things, that's going to be opening the door there for you. I love that. You're really coming into your own, moving out of 2020. But you said from Spirit for the rest of 2020. So look at these cards. You have the 10 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the 7 of Pentacles. So it's all coming together beautifully for you. Really moving into your higher alignment with your soul self here, that will help you with all your your giftings.
Yeah, there's a definite growth going on rather quickly with your intuition and connecting with your family. The cards aren't showing up, but for some reason I'm getting an advancement in work also. But most of it is within family.
And also
something about another soul level going on. It's weird.
And Spirit wants me to really take a close look at this 4 of Wands in reverse and the 7 of Wands. Stay above it. Stay above any emotions or going, okay, it's not moving fast enough for me, or I'm not getting it. Stay above that because it is coming. Okay. Stay above that energy. Keep it in. Keep the higher vision going.
Definitely. That's the same thing with the 8 of Coins.
Yeah.
Working on it. Similar to the 7 of Wands. Working on it, but High Priestess, your intuition is flowing. Yeah, somebody's been turning the corner. There's something to do with work. There's some kind of advancement.
She said it needed that message. Been feeling a little frustrated, so we'll go above it. See the end game. Don't look down at your feet. Look at the end game.
You got strength coming at the end here. Yeah, I am feeling that emotional experience you're feeling. But embrace how wonderful you are.
Yes.
Keep working on it.
Yes, Scott, that's perfect. Embrace how wonderful you are, Sonia. And remember, you're connected to the mainstream spirit, right? Like the super highway. You're connected there. So it's okay.
Did you see that question from Book Bewitched? Something for us to talk about quick.
Okay.
About connecting to people, and we connected as much as the people? Yeah, there we go.
So Sonia, blessings to you. I hope that does give you, you're welcome. Okay. Prince Charming. Lori, she's asking about how to get rid of mice, and Lori Sue said something, and I didn't know about bleach. I didn't know about the bleach, but I'm about ready to shoot the little efforts. Get your BB gun out. That's hilarious. All right. Personal question for Debbie and Scott. Are you guys as attached to us as we are to you? Absolutely. Do you understand how dependent we are, how beloved you are? When you say stuff like that, we do. But absolutely, the connection is a two-way thing. And I can speak for myself. If I miss out on a time that, you know, of hang out with you guys, I miss all of you.
Very much. I am very connected to this community created. That Thanksgiving period, I was so busy and tired, I didn't do any videos or connect the whole week. I canceled Mystery Theater. I was just so whooped. And then that Sunday, it was 3.5 hours on Sunday coffee. Right. And I felt it and I said it. I'm like, I missed you guys. you know?
Yeah.
And the connections made just two people. And I've said it before, it feels like Debbie, Andrea, Danny, you know, the people here, they're like my soul family. And you guys are my soul family. And it's been a great experience learning, growing, and connecting to all of you. You know, people I've had readings with and connected with here, and, you know, the comments made, you know, Lucian, you know, became a friend. Beth has now become a friend, you know, within readings and texting or whatever, you know, and more and more. And it's been a incredible blessing.
Really, and ditto to what you said, Scott. And I just feel like God gave me this just beautiful extended family, and Lori Sue, you probably can identify with this with me, but I definitely need it. A lot of healing has come forth for me personally with this extended family that I needed in my life. So good question.
Very much. I mean, there's many more. I just said a few names, you know, and you know, Kathleen, everyone.
Yep.
Even though I don't, you know, have had a reading with, let's say, Lisa, you know, but we're connected now to the late goers, or, you know, whatever it is, you know.
Yeah.
Every one of us is connected, that, you know, especially the ones that comment, you know, you feel the love, you feel the support, you know, good or bad, you know, whether, you know, comments, whatever, but it's a connected community that's been established.
Okay. Yep. All right. So Sandra Reed, my friend committed suicide, and why? It's interesting. I don't see her very clearly, but I do feel her. I feel anxiety and I feel fear. That I feel like it was a daily for her, even if she didn't talk about it, or if you didn't know about it, it was there, that she dealt with on a daily. I'm also seeing that there's no way out of some. I don't know if you knew that there was something like that was overwhelming, and there's just no way out of it for her, whether it was financially or pain or something. She's not giving. Again, she's very faint, but I feel like she was up against a wall with this. It's almost dizzying. I'm getting a little dizzy with her as well. So I don't know if she was taking some medications that kind of made her try to numb out or something that would, like that too. So that I feel like she's showing me all these things. There was all like a whirlwind of connections here. That was like almost like the perfect horrible storm. And again, these are things that no one might have seen. Like she might not have been the type of person to allow others to see that this was going on. Are you sensing anything, Scott?
Are you connected to someone else? Sandra said it's a male friend.
Oh, I keep saying she, but I'm not actually seeing a person. I'm just connecting into the feeling. Mm-hmm. It's very faint. Usually the person will come in. I can describe them to you. This person's coming in and I'm not, I just automatically said she, because I'm, so yeah, sorry.
As soon as I read it, I started getting a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, the anxiety.
A lot of heartbreak. The heart was, I just felt that heart ache. A little bit of illusions in the mind, but not totally. It felt more heartbreakish, anxieties, nowhere to turn kind of thing.
Yeah, backed in a corner.
It felt like no way out. At a loss, no one to turn to. What was the friend's name? I'm feeling like a M. Was it like Mark or something like that, Sandra? I didn't get it right, but
Tom.
Tom?
Tom. So yeah, very simple name. When Tom, Mark, Bill.
But what's kind of weird, Debbie, I am feeling female energy though too.
Yeah, I usually can see the person. I can describe it to you, but this energy coming in, I couldn't see. I'm like, whoa! But I was getting all the sensations, and that's usually not my go-to. I usually see. So I had to go.
I mean, it's not strange what you were getting, because I sense more female energy than I do a male.
Okay, so maybe there's a struggle there.
There very well could be. I mean, it's like, let's just say per se with reading on Jared Kushner, I feel a lot of female energy.
Female energy on him as well.
Or
so
even with Pete Buttigieg per se, I get a lot of female energy because he's gay. So there might have been internal struggles there with his sexuality.
Yeah, could have had some struggles there.
Because I definitely am getting female energy.
Yeah, but I'm feeling a lot of, and then the dizzy too. So I don't know if he's self-medicated some way, but that's kind of what he's bringing in there. So hopefully that helps, Sandra.
I feel like you couldn't have known.
I just don't like, yeah. And that's why I kept feeling that this is something that he wouldn't have worn on the outside like a jacket. This is all on the inside. So it's not like anybody could have come in and saved him from this, because this was an internal battle that was a constant for him. So anyways, I am so sorry, Sandra, and we are sending you lots of light and love as you journey through his loss. Okay.
I mean, I've had readings with other people, and they didn't tell me they're gay. And I'm reading and I'm talking, I'm like, something feels off, you know what I mean? And finally you just gotta say, are you a gay person or something?
Yeah.
They admit it. I just wish they would say it right off. And I would, but it's like, okay, something ain't right here.
Yeah.
Why am I getting a male guy? That kind of thing. And when you're guessing, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
There might have been an internal struggle there that maybe he didn't want to be coming out or something, but there's a lot of anxieties. It was tough.
Yes. So those of you who are just coming on, in between, whoa, wow, something just came in. We are answering questions in between. They can be personal, they can be spiritual, they can, whatever it is, these questions in between. We are doing that this Sunday. So this is the question in between. And Rochelle is asking, how is it that you see spirits when we ask about someone? Okay, so this is a good question now, because we were just doing a reading, mediumship reading. And I look over here to the left. So when I look to my left, and I don't know what it looks like on the screen for you guys, but I'm looking to my left, that allows, it kind of opens that door for the other side. When I look to the left, they know. It's like I put when I turn to the left, it's a little open light turns on or whatever. And I actually, they come in, I actually see them. Like almost like a movie clip. And sometimes it's clearer than others. Sometimes it's black and white. Sometimes it's color, depending on the strength of the energy coming through. And so they literally come in and I can see them, and they usually are showing me stuff. Like they're showing me they're in a kitchen or they're outside or whatever they're doing. I'm actually watching a little movie. I also, like this last time, the energy didn't come in strong like that. So I couldn't see. I had a sense that somebody was there, and I felt everything. So I usually try to stay out of my body with it. You know what I mean? I like to see the video clip much better than sensing things and feeling things. And there was some symbols being thrown out, but I didn't have a picture. Like I couldn't describe it, like I said. So it's all those things that can come in. Sometimes it's all of the above. You feel, see, sense, get symbols, all those things. Numbers you hear, like sometimes, we hear the name. Like some people see someone writing a name down on a chalkboard. I don't ever see like a name being written on. If I get a name, they say the name, and or something that sounds like the name or something like that.
Right.
So it's kind of all those senses, Rochelle. And Scott, I feel like it's similar to you.
Yeah, it's all about visuals. Like I usually like names to come in, instead of kind of guessing. So like if someone asks about, grandpa, I'll see, it'd be like a memory put in my mind, show me someone in overalls or someone pushing a wheelbarrow or someone at a desk or gardening or whatever it is, and then you kind of got to interpret it from there, what they're trying to show. And all of a sudden, let's say one reading, it just kept going to story to story to story. Okay. I'm getting shown a shawl or grandma knitting something, a blanket. Okay. There's a blanket in a blanket you're supposed to surround yourself with. And then all of a sudden I'd be shown like a station wagon. And then I'm like, oh, did you guys go camping? It felt like camping, packing up the station wagon. So did you go camping, So you got to kind of interpret what it is. It's not like you're told everything.
Yeah.
So, so it's kind of like, it's nicer when you're on the phone with someone or something, because you get that immediate feedback, where you're going. So around here, we're kind of guessing until you get feedback. But
that's why the interaction is good, because it helps with the energy, strengthening the energy between here and there. But basically they're showing you a bunch of stuff, and you have to, in this movie clip, and it's like a silent movie that you have to interpret.
Snapshots, like memories put in your mind of a picture, and you gotta interpret how it goes. Once in a great while I might get a name, but names are difficult. It's like you might get, it sounds like Beth, but it's Rebecca. It's names are really hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so here's a good question for you, real quick, before we move on to the question. Did I miss it? From Marty. This is a good question because you and Beth talk about the ET, and you and Andrea do the Mystery Theater, talking about ET.
It all depends on the question, where it goes. It's like I don't search it out. Like a Palladian connection, whatever. It just somehow I got a connection to understanding what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not positive where it is, why it comes in, but let's go with another reading I did. And I was talking to this fine young lady. And first it was about her daughter, why she ain't getting a job, da da da. And then she went to her son, and I'm like, all of a sudden I'm getting like, why? I'm getting Star Child. What's his connection with aliens? And all of a sudden I'm like, oh, he's one of the chosen ones. And then she starts explaining that, oh yeah, he feels like he doesn't belong here. He's always looking up in the skies, and he has a obsession with aliens and whatnot. I'm like, yeah, he was one of the chosen ones. He's a star child. He just needs to accept it and whatnot. And he's one of those people that are supposed to help others through the connection of our alien friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's
Our
it's just what comes in. I don't seek it.
I like to call them our star cousins.
Yeah, I mean, it's been really interesting. And
so Beth says here, it's finding you, Scott. It's finding you.
Yeah, they're finding me. I mean, I've had numerous readings that ended up being connections to our alien friends, people that have had missing times in their lives. What happened? Well, your soul was taken, and you were getting a spiritual download. Losing 4 hours in their life. One person was driving, ended up in her destination, all fine, but she lost 4 hours. It's just weird, and then I met Beth, and now we're going on her journey with our alien friends.
Yeah, very interesting.
It's
so funny, Beth, because I just recently saw, you know how we're stuck at home, so we randomly go through like everything on Netflix or something. And I recently came across a movie, and I can't remember what it's called, but this little boy came here, but the parents did everything to get him back to his people, and they came to get him. You might have seen the movie. I don't remember the name of the movie, unfortunately, but you might, by the description of this little boy and this adopted family who did risk pretty much gave their life and risked their life. Oh, you saw it. So yeah, so you know what I'm talking about. I just recently saw that. So when you wrote that, I'm like, oh wow, that's just like that movie. Wow.
So I guess my journey with that started probably when I experimented early on with my YouTube. I just experimented with different things. And, I read on, like how the earth was formed, or, reading on God and source energy and different things. So I'm just like, okay, I'll read on alien contact or something. And I probably did it like maybe February something. And then a lot of information came in.
Yeah.
And then it was just a connection made. And I understood it, and I believed it to be real, and, more things would come in. So it's been that kind of journey, I guess. It was just kind of there that I had a connection to understanding our friends, and that there is some kind of connection with the United States and our AT friends. There's a partnership there that will be moving forward, because like the US is supposed to be the savior kind of thing for the rest of the world eventually. We are supposed to be the healers of the world kind of thing, the gold standard, but we've been awry here. But there's a connection that they're working more so with us, and there is a connection with Scotland and Ireland too. The old ones with druids and the Templar and all of them. There's a connection over there too, but there's a lot of focus in the States.
Yeah. Lori Sue, I love your story. Okay. There are a bunch of, everybody has a story and some really neat stuff. Thank you guys for sharing that in the chat. Okay. I think, Lucien, we're ready for the next question.
Okay. I'll be right back.
Yeah, Debbie. You can do that also. I know that you close your eyes and you can see a running movie scene, but you can also kind of train yourself to be able to do it with your eyes open as well. Or, you know, it takes a little bit, I guess, because I do kind of put myself in I call it the in-between to get some of these messages, to hear from spirit. Okay. Any advice from the spirit in my case? Dozen cats. Okay. Any advice from spirit regarding my case? Okay. Since it's kind of overall, Debbie, I don't know anything about your case. I'm just going to kind of tap in and see what comes in.
What's the case about?
Yeah, I threw that out to her, see if she answers estate
case.
Estate, okay. I'm seeing a little bit of a tug of war here going on. Let's see. Yeah.
I'm getting there. Will there be some delays? Justice will prevail. You'll get what you want out of it. Something about facts coming out.
Yeah, I have some stuff coming out. It's not new stuff, but it is coming out. Like, it's not like they don't know, but it'll come out strongly there. And then, yeah, the outcome card is justice.
There's the justice. I heard justice.
Yeah, you heard justice. It's coming. Yeah,
Fine, Lisa.
Yeah, it's gonna go in your. It will prevail. Justice will prevail with this all coming. When everything's laid out like this, it's gonna come together. With this, the tug of war.
Thanks, Lisa. Jesus. This one looks better backwards. Packer one didn't.
I expect for you to grab your skateboard and jet on out of the office there with that backwards.
One card there, cats. That's all I needed. World card.
Yay.
Brilliant success.
Yay.
Journey will be complete.
It's been, yeah. It's so emotional, especially when you're dealing with an estate. And I'm so sorry, Dozen Cats. So sorry. But it will turn around for you. But the tug of war is real.
Oh my God.
The wheel. Oh my gosh.
I mean, it doesn't get any better.
No.
4 major arcanas in a row.
Wow. So it looks like you're getting help from above. Dozen Cats. Someone
You ever seen this before? I got a 4th one in.
Unbelievable.
Releasing judgments, everything will be over. I got 4 major arcanas in a row.
Wow. Okay, so Dozen Cats, your loved ones on the other side are absolutely involved in this.
The 5th one is 10 of Swords. Everything's going to be released.
Yeah,
Weight off your shoulders.
Your mom is definitely has her hands in it from the other side.
Those 4 major arcanas are huge. That in a row.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen these 4 in a row.
No.
Those are major turning points.
Woo!
Wow. No worries. You're good. You're in good hands.
Yeah. It's been 8 years to bury her.
Wow. There's definitely big karma coming due here. Finishing.
Yep. Yep. Blessings to you. Okay, so now we're in the in-between question. If anybody wants to throw a question in. Book Bewitched. I just have to throw this up while we're waiting for if anybody has a question. We are hugging you, Dozen Cats. Love and hugs to you. Sending you love and light. Scott, did you see this? Look on the screen.
All right. I didn't spike it today. I thought everyone liked this one better.
That's a good look.
And the thunder rolls.
You're welcome. All right, so it doesn't look like anybody has a personal question for us, so we can move on, Lucienne, to a question from the list.
Question: what calls new guides to reveal themselves?
Oh, okay, here's one.
Or was there another one?
No, that's fine.
Oh, the in-between one for Beth?
It was at the in-between. Anyway.
Yeah, let's do the in-between one with Beth's there.
Okay, Beth has, here it
Question:
is.
what calls new guides to reveal themselves?
Oh, when you step into something new. So let's say you never picked up a tarot deck before. And you start to want to learn tarot, well, you're going to get a new guide that's going to help you with that tarot. So then they jump on board, and that is because you are stepping into a new thing like tarot, so to speak. That's what.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh gosh, pretty soon they're going to have you taking your shirt off and.
Okay. Release that Ouija board stuff.
To reveal themselves. Reveal.
Changes.
Just, yeah.
I feel like you need to be connected to be able to get revealed, but
in super important situations where you're not paying attention and they have to, like, it's like dire that they get your attention some way, they'll reveal themselves like in a dream somehow, or somehow they will reveal themselves if it's like a dire situation like that. Other than that, it's like they still are guiding you, and it's your journey to reach them. You know what I mean? Not them to jump in the front of a bus for you like that. unless it is a bus and they need to. But you know what I'm saying. Anyways,
I think it's major changes within life, and it's like emotional and branching out. From the only way I've known, what I get sensed from my guides is that I've had two my whole life. They've never left me. They've always been the same.
Right.
And then when I had my awakening of knowing things, I had a great aunt come to me to show me the way, show me how to read people. And then she stepped aside. I needed a break. So then for like 6 years, I felt normal again. Well, then I had another awakening. Well, here, another family member stepped in and things changed. I had more senses, more guidance, more learning to do. Mm-hmm. So there's for my sense, it was like when I had changes of growth for guidance.
Yes.
But another way could be emotional change. If you're going through a divorce or going through layoffs, work problems, whatever it is, problems with family, someone else may come in to try to help you if you realize it for those changes. But most of the changes seem to be for spiritual. Those are the biggest ones.
Yeah.
For most people, I get there's always been at least two guides with you forever. And they always feel to be they were never alive. That's what my sense is. Everyone's got at least two that's never been away from them, but they've always been spirit sources, like sent from the God energy to guide you through life. Mm-hmm. And other ones may rotate here and there. There's another person I read for. I've never seen it before. He has 5 guides. And I didn't realize it till talking a little later that one was an extraterrestrial. And I was not being shown this at that time. That's why he has 5. He has a grandfather, he has an ET guide him, and he has his other 2, and he has another one for other sources. I'm like,
hi, Tony.
I didn't understand it. Mm-hmm. While talking with this person a little more, I'm like, aha. I was being hidden, at that point.
I've actually seen that too, Scott. When people ask about their guides, I've seen light beings. I just call them light beings. Mm-hmm. As guides. Yeah.
It's kind of like they're in the background, almost like a step in, but translucent behind them, but they're also guiding as we go too. Yeah. But it's kind of like a partnership with one of their other guides. Mm-hmm. So it's like help, but they're not a guide, but they are. It's really weird.
Yeah.
It's almost like they connect with another. It's not like separate. It's interesting. It really is. But anyway, yeah.
Yeah, good question. Thank
Beth
you.
has one. Yeah. Beth has a new one stepping in too.
Oh, awesome. Okay, Tanya, will I have financial change for the better? I'm hearing yes.
Okay.
So let's get
I think I remember reading on Tanya before with you.
Yeah, it takes a village of guys to raise a single. Absolutely. Amen. Amen.
Yes, it does.
I can't imagine being a guide. I'd be so frustrated all the time. I love that.
Well, it's an honor. Some pass on, and that's their mission.
Mm-hmm.
I want to guide someone.
Yeah, I know. I just think I would have been really frustrating, I guess. So let's see.
Thank you.
I'm seeing Tanya. I'm seeing open. Usually, I see open doors. So now I'm seeing these windows being blown open. I mean, blown open, and with the sun shining in. So I feel like there's going to be some new visions being realized. So if you've been envisioning something, I feel like they're going to be realized. They're just going to be blown open. But I'm going to throw some cards on that as well. Oh, yeah. First card coming out. You have the Three of Pentacles. That's, coming together and making something happen. So you have these three experts bringing their own expertise onto the table to make something happen. Yeah. I feel like it's been a kind of a little bit of a tough communication between the parties here, but the main thing is that there is a coming together. Okay, so there may have lately been kind of a bringing it together has been a little tough, but it is coming together. Bringing forth action on that, and the outcome is the wheel. So that is fortunate. That's beautiful. Perfect. So it's coming around for you.
Yeah, it's coming. It's kind of like a mystery. It's going to be it's like a surprise. You're not supposed to be told what I'm getting. It's coming, but it's like all things are not supposed to be shown. You need to do your own work. 8 of Coins. You need to do your own work.
Yeah, just be diligent. You got to keep your nose to the grind. Yeah, and bring that communication together. Yeah.
Do your education. Do your own work on the 8 of Coins, and then look to the future with hopes and dreams.
She says, "Okay, I love surprises."
There's a male coming in with you. So there's a partnership. Maybe it has to do with work or someone like that. Then you have a choice. Then stresses get relieved. Yeah, I mean, it's like surprises. You're not supposed to be shown right now, but it's coming.
Yep.
Something like you need to figure out.
It's kind of like getting on the same page there, because I had the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords both in reverse at the beginning. So talking about that partnership, and it's kind of like getting everything, your T's and crossed and your I's dotted together, and bringing that forces together. But yeah, and then all of a sudden those windows are going to just blow wide open. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, all right. I had them both together.
Yeah. There you go. Wow.
Upside down, but I don't read upside down unless I feel it, but they were right together.
That's awesome. Yay. Blessings to you, Tanya. Okay, so, does any in between personal questions, if you want to throw one in, if one came to you? I love it, Mars, when that happens.
I know, right? I mean, it happens often, even with political readings. Like,
Yeah, it does.
Lord knows it's true when you get the same dang thing.
Yeah, that's very helpful. Love and light to you, Tanya. Yeah, the validation help. It's nice.
And all right, why does God give women menopause? I think it's actually more abuse to the men.
It's if you better watch out the language coming at you now, Scott.
The language.
Yeah, because that is like you cannot tell a menopausal woman that you that you are suffering more than she is.
I mean, it's not totally what I meant. It is mean.
Lori Sue, I can't wait to see Lori Sue's comment on your comment.
It's
Oh,
it's a challenge for a man to understand the changes of a woman.
No way. No way.
I'm not menopausal. Maybe it came out wrong, but I mean,
Lori
changes.
Oh, Lori Sue just laughed. I was waiting for a
duck
from her. Duck, Scott. Yeah, exactly, Kathleen. Duck.
Foot in mouth. No.
First, we go through years of horrible monthly moon cycles, and then we have to go through the menopause mess. But you're right. Afterwards, it's a blessing. All right. Men can't understand women at all. It's true.
That's why they say women are from Venus and men are from Mars.
That's correct, because Mars is the masculine warrior planet. All right. Okay. Debbie, job search, message from Spirit about it.
Menopause is Eve's curse.
Poor Eve. She has to take all the brunt. Okay, job search.
Oh, Lordy.
Okay, so I feel like there is a possibility for a job. I don't know that you're going to be happy with the first one you get, but it may just, be an interim till you find what you're really looking for. But I'm going to throw some cards on it.
Feels like a redirection of what you're used to.
It could be that what I was seeing. I'm just interpreting. I could interpret wrong what I'm seeing, but I'm just seeing you going into a job that is kind of like and your countenance is like, I've been doing this. So, oh yeah, I do see I do see a new adventure coming in, and it's going to be, you have the 10 of Pentacles here. So it's going to be very good for you all the way around. But in between those two is the death and rebirth. So I guess an ending of something and rebirth of of that new thing coming in. And your challenge here with the 7 of Wands in reverse, it's like you're kind of losing hope. But it is coming in, this new opportunity, Page of Wands. Okay. And So, the Page of Wands is a person who chases an adventure, goes after what they are passionate about, what brings them joy, and something that is creative for you. So I feel like so what they may have been showing me is something that you just don't want to go back into that. And you're looking for something new. You're looking for something new. You don't want to go back into the same old right there. But I do see that coming, and it's going to be beneficial for you, and more than beneficial for you and the family. It's just that you kind of have to get over. You got to get over that and see it, feel it. Yeah, and at the bottom of the deck, the story keeps going. You have new creative things, lots of wands here coming in. So a lot about stuff that's creative and passionate, that you're passionate about, in motion here. Okay. Sorry. Go ahead, Scott. Sorry.
No, that's fine. It just seems like, initially I was getting like a redirection, like you need an alternate focus of what you've been used to. And I'm getting family here too. It's like, reach out to people you know to have them on the outlook of what might be available, because it feels like it's something different. Eventually you will be successful. I am getting the Wheel of Fortune. Delays are over. But it feels like you need to expand your mind of what you want to do. It may not be perfect, but it's a redirection of what you're used to. It's something different.
Yeah, I feel like that too. I feel like it'll be a little different, but it'll be something more, you will like it. Like it'll be more up you're going to be passionate about it. You're bringing a new energy to it. And with that Fool on mine too, Scott, that totally says a new adventure, new journey.
You had the Page of Wands. I was getting the Page of Swords. It's all a new direction, a new journey, a preparing for something. But it's also like any information you can get is helpful, but it just feels like I got the family card. Reach out to people that support you and love you. Keep an eye open for something. I got the Ten of Wands is asking for help. You don't have to go alone. Basically that's what it's telling me. I'm getting like you were stuck in a narrow road and you're not expanding.
Yes.
You're focused on going to El Paso, but you have Houston over here and you have Fresno over,
Yeah.
You're
narrow.
Narrow, branch it.
Yeah, open up that focus. Exactly. That really just resembles what I was seeing at the beginning here, what they were showing me. That's perfect. Be open for a new adventure, something different. So surrender your expectations that you have to go down the narrow road. Yeah, that's it. Beautiful.
I was just trying to figure out how to explain it, and all of a sudden I
see
the road narrow.
Yeah.
It's like you're going down a road, but it's only a one road highway.
Yeah.
You're missing the corners, the turns.
Yeah.
And reach out to other people. People can help. It's just not all online searches and this, that, and other thing. Reach out to family, reach out to friends. Hey, check out.
And all of a sudden, someone will say, "Have you thought about blah blah blah?" And you're like, "Whoa, no, I never thought about that. I'd love that." Something like that. All right, beautiful. Well, Debbie, good luck to you and blessings. All right, we have a question here. Yes. Debbie and Scott, how do your partner's parents, children feel about your gifts? Did you use it raising the kids? Do your people watch your videos? How did you tell them? That's a great question.
Wow.
So, do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Okay. How your partner's parents? No one watches my videos close to me. Yes, I used my gifts for my kids. It helped a lot with their friends, adjusting to life, how to be happier. They love it when hits would be like correct and be like, oh my God, Dad, that's so cool. You know, that kind of thing. My parents actually accept spirit more. I haven't talked to them in a long time, but when I showed proof and gave them guidance they weren't expecting, because they were pretty narrow-minded, but it opened up the doors that gave an awakening. So my parents, my mom was very accepting, but she passed 4 years ago, you know, but we had a lot of conversations about spirit and whatnot. But yeah, raising kids, it was very helpful. I mean, it helped them understand a lot of things, you know, when they're struggling. The advice given was great. And how do I tell them? A lot of my friends don't know. I haven't broken out to that. So most of it's online experience. I have a few close friends that know. It's not really used. So my whole world is YouTube as far as this. But I have helped my sisters and stuff in the past, you know, with certain things, and everything was correct, and it was pretty cool for them. So yeah, I mean, it's great to use it, especially my kids. It's a good thing.
Awesome. So book Bewitched for me. So I absolutely raise my kids, allowing them to understand that their giftings as well. When they were from very, very, like, first talking, everything, you know, that, you know, helped them realize that they were hearing and seeing all the time. My son was an extreme empath, so he had a little bit harder time with energies and, you know, people and energies and stuff like that. I don't know if you've ever read about or know anybody who, when you raise an empath, that's a tough one as a parent. But anyways, he was extremely, extremely gifted. And I say he passed on. So, but I would go to him a lot because he had such a direct line, it seemed like, and he was just so connected. So it wasn't like I couldn't hide from it. It was like in my face. I had to help direct him. And my daughter, which you guys have met, most of you have met, she reads with me here. We always all kind of, it was like the three of us little thing that we would always encourage that and make it like it was a real, an every day, every minute type of thing happening all the time. So I tried to make it very normal for them as they were growing, so they could always listen and also just be for safety for themselves, being aware and like that. So yeah, so that's how that went with the kids. Growing up for me, I was just an oddball, you know, because I didn't know anybody else like me. And I just felt awkward and odd all the time. And people just thought I was like, woo, you know, you know, like that. So I kind of was like that. And then, you know, as far as, and basically that's what, if I was going to pinpoint anything about my parents and family members, it's more like that, like, okay, that's your thing or whatever. Like there's never any connection to it. I never really talked about it as far as, you know, you just kind of learn early on, okay, I'm oddball out. I'm not going to say anything like that. As far as now, friends and stuff like that, they kind of all, again, oh, you do your thing like that. It's like that. But I do have a group of people who surround me that are very supportive and also gifted themselves. And my partner is, she also moves in this realm, but she never watches these at all. So she would never watch me on here. My family doesn't watch me. No one watches me on these either. So yeah. But I would love to get my partner in here to do a live. But I just don't know. I don't ever see that happening, but we'll see someday.
It was very
fun question.
It was very helpful when my daughters were seeing and hearing spirits when they were young, to help them understand that it's okay. Yeah. They're not trying to hurt you. And,
yep.
Because if I wasn't connected, I'd be like, I'd have no clue, you know, where to go with it.
Everybody's sharing their stories too. Yeah. Huh.
Cool, yeah.
All right. I hope she does, Beth. I hope she does. Yeah, and that's a thing too. Like, I don't know if I'd want her to watch it because I feel like, is she gonna, you know, like, but she wouldn't. But you know, I always feel like, the closest person to you, you know. Anyway, very supportive. Other than that,
I don't know. Some haven't really gotten into the.
Thank you, Belinda.
The actual connection of video. You know, they'll watch Snapchat and, you know, TikTok, but the interaction of video, it feels odd to some people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But this feels like second nature, like we're sitting across the table, honestly.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Yeah, exactly.
Linda.
Yeah, Book Bewitched, that's the same. You know, I do come from a very religious background. I was a professor in a Christian college for many years, assistant dean of students and all that. That's my background. But like I shared earlier, there's just different languages of what I was. They called me a mystic in the church. So anyway, okay. Thank you for the question. Yeah, and Jay, it does sound like you're definitely empath, a boy empath. I mean, you're not a boy anymore. I mean, you are a boy, but you're a man. But you definitely have that. Okay, so Linda Baruian, message from Dad. Okay. Okay, so let me know if this is your dad. I have someone coming in, and he's kind of like sitting. He's sitting at a desk, and then light on it, and there's papers. It looks like he had been writing on these papers, or going through papers, or I don't know if he's. I don't know if he's grading papers. I don't know what this papers is, but he kind of looks up and he smiles. He has a really sweet. countenance or presence to him, energy to him, energy. And really inviting energy to him. Does this sound like your dad, or would it be someone else in your life that has passed on? But this is how he's coming in, Linda. So if you're still here, let us know. Like, no matter what he would be, even if he was busy working on something, he wouldn't mind stopping and calling you and come sit on my lap and you can draw here and work with me type of feel to him.
I'm trying to figure out what the paperwork is too.
Yeah, I don't know what the paperwork would.
I'm kind of seeing like copies, fax machine. Maybe it feels like maybe a what do you call it?
Oh, she said she was 2 when he passed. So that's why you were very, like, when you came running, you were very little. So, but it's more of the feel of it, Linda. So the analogy of who he is, he's trying to describe his kind of who he was. So was he described that way to you? He's trying to bring in the essence of who he is.
Yeah, it's something about heritage, or I don't know. I'm trying to think what do they call that? Someone who researches their heritage and collects information.
Oh, like a genealogist.
Yeah, it feels like he was very much into genealogy.
Or maybe Linda's into genealogy. Interesting. I like that.
Or yeah, maybe that's the message too.
Yeah.
Delve into the genealogy of who you are, since past it too. Oh, you may find more.
He was a silversmith.
Silversmith.
Interesting. So maybe he was going through the papers of whatever for work or whatever. But his personality, did that sound like what was described to you of who he was? And beyond that, he's showing me that different things, that he didn't miss anything in your life as he didn't miss any of your things that you've done through your life. He wants you to know he is there. He's with you still. He brings me back to these papers on his desk. So I don't know. Are you working on something, Linda? He now has taken me into the garden and, gardening flowers and stuff like that. And again, I don't know, this could be a metaphor or this could be like something that you do, but metaphorically, if he's bringing in, again, we get I'm getting this little silent movie going on. So I have to interpret it. So either it's a metaphor that you are in the process of planting something or growing something in your life or making some new things happen in your life. and it when we have this pause in between her answering any things, it's hard to keep this connection strong in the messages coming across. So it makes it a little bit more difficult.
There's a lot of major arcanas coming out today. Try to get more energy, but since he's a silversmith and we're getting messages, or I am anyway, about genealogy, it feels like you need to delve into that.
You are a home. She's a homemaker taking care of your granddaughter. Okay, so that would definitely go along with the metaphor of, you know, helping something bloom and become, and taking tender care of that. You definitely, because the flowers that he was showing me is the sweet peas, and they're super beautiful, tender little flowers, and you know, taking that beginning time to help that grow. And that could be part of the genealogy coming in too, if she's taking care of the granddaughter, that, you know, you have this line of family coming in there. I still, though, he's still drawing me to these papers. Do you Linda, do you write or anything like that? What is it? Can you attach any energy to these papers? And because that's part of the message he came in with it, and he keeps drawing me back to it. And I feel like I must be missing something with it. And Scott attached the genealogy to it. So
it's hard to tap into, but there's something going to be revealed if you do genealogy. Like something's missing that you didn't know about. Person.
So, you know, maybe doing 23andMe or something. Have you ever done one of those things, Linda? Okay, so now he's showing me with his hand, he's doing the hand on your back. So he continues to bring in guidance for you as well. And comfort. So I don't know if there's been, you know, obviously there's been times, and we all have the times in our lives, but the times in your life where you needed his comfort, he has been there, because he's doing the blanket around your shoulders. So he absolutely is there for that. He's also showing me a candle. So I don't know if you like candles or something about being that light. So he is a light in your life. He does help guide you. He's proud of you, like your ability. He loves your ability of communication. So, and that takes me back to the papers. So, Linda, we would encourage you to kind of check into the genealogy, as well as maybe doing a, like you have the 23andMe. Go ahead and do that and open that up. It might open up some kind of passion in you to do research or something, but he definitely wants you to bring some creative some more different directions of your creativity that you bring forth a lot of creativity, but opening up some different avenues for it. He wants to say, but he is, yeah, he brings a lot of sunshine. He's just shining down on you. So I'm gonna bless you.
Don't tell me anything about silversmith work or anything. It just keeps reiterating something about papers, copying, research, family.
Yeah.
There's something you should find out. It's all I keep getting. And
yeah, and that's what he kept. Yep. And he kept bringing me back to those papers. So
magician feels like heritage, feels like DNA connections, something you don't know about.
So that'll be interesting, Linda. Blessings to you.
It's really strange.
All right. So I think we're at the 2-hour mark. And so do we want to take one more question and call it a day? Or should we go ahead and end it now? Probably do. Are you up for one more question, Scott? Yep.
Hoping to have Beth on in about 45. So.
Okay. You're welcome, Linda. Blessings.
Ronald's past life.
We have to see which one. Lucienne has the order, so we'll see what Bonita. We'll do it another time, Ronald. Financial situation from the past. Will I receive justice?
Well, did you lose money? You've been trying to recoup money or something? Beth still game. Yay.
Yay.
Benita, can you
dressed in my daytime
just a little bit? It feels like what I'm reading from the question is that you lost money, you're trying to recoup or something like that, right?
Hi, Rolanda. We never got his question yet.
I have a pending the past person. Right now, it's in the hands of Florida.
Okay. I'm going to throw cards on this, but my initial coming into it, I'm not feeling that it's what you want to see. Like the justice isn't what you were hoping for. But I want to make sure that what I'm seeing is correct. I'll throw some cards. I mean, I know it's not like they're lying, but I want to get the whole story, I should say.
Okay.
Sorry for taking so long. I'm just looking at the story, just wondering what in the world. Got to get it right, right?
Dishonesty, loan.
Well, I'll go ahead and get started here. Okay, well, let's look at the theme here. We have the Page of Wands in reverse, and this is just talking about lack of direction, kind of impending like bad news in the middle here. I don't know if this is kind of what you're feeling or what. It's kind of like paused, like it's kind of stalled out in the court there. But here we have the Seven of Wands and the King of Cups coming in. And, so that strength is there to keep pushing it through. You have someone this person is trained in law. He knows what, and he is trying to stay above it, or she, whoever. They are working and trying to stay above it, but they're kind of stalled out. Delays there. And the obstacle here is the Seven of Pentacles. And so it's like being consistent, the obstacle is trying to be consistent, bring in more stuff, and they keep reviewing, but it's with the Seven, it's like a little bit of a lack there. They need more I don't know. Maybe they don't have enough information. Maybe they need more evidence or more money or more something. But this is kind of a challenge. And here is the outcome card. And this is a lot of hard work. They put in it's going to just take a little bit more work. And again, with what came in at first, it's just like with this pause and everything happening, it's just not, it's not what comes forth. I feel like it's not going to be what you were hoping for. What are you getting, Scott? Maybe you can.
Wish I knew more about the situation, but it feels like you may have loaned money or assisted in something. The person was greedy, but can't afford finish it.
That's this card, yeah. Something.
There is actions of an offer at some point. I don't feel it being what you want, but it'll be over.
Yeah.
If you want it to be. Because I do have the Two of Cups in the ending and an offer.
Yeah, I do see, judgment coming forth and all that. Things will be finally revealed and allowed to move through. So I do see it coming to a closure, but it's not. I feel like there's going to be not what you fully what you had hoped for. Yeah.
It feels like you were taken advantage of. You want justice, but maybe someone you took care of or something, because I got the Hermit, Hangman, and Six of Pentacles. Help. And there was betrayal about money that you offered, or some sign of security that you offered.
And she says, she said, I see, I'll get an offer, but I won't be satisfied. Probably. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because here's your offer coming in. You might have to settle with the Seven of Wands.
Yep.
It's just draining. It doesn't feel like it's worth the fight. Just take it and be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of feels like.
Oh, she says, what if I don't accept?
It's a different question.
It's a whole different question. Yeah.
Because here, I got the contract, Two of Cups in the end, Knight of Cups proposal, the messaging, and then the Tower. It's an ending, but it's disgraceful and not what you really want with the Tower. Not satisfying, but it's an ending.
It's almost like, if you don't accept, do you keep it going? And it's like money loss on either end, because if you keep it going, it's more money, right? More money in, or I don't know. The energy is so draining.
It's an attachment to you that you probably don't want. I did, like per se, I'll give you an example. I did some work from a friend. I was helping him out part-time in a lawn care thing. And I didn't really want to work for him full-time. I had another job. He kept begging. Well, in the process, there was a storm. Tree fell on his shop. And I said, okay, I can help you out. A lot cheaper. My dad has a tree service. I can just bring up the equipment, get the tree off, just give me some rent money for that and $15 an hour for me. I'll get this tree cut up off your roof, check out the damages, So while I was there, he goes, well, why don't we trim this? Why don't we trim that? We should take this tree out. So I'm like, okay, did another deal, right? Well, a tree ended up falling on his shop by his own accord from him helping me. So all my work, labor, everything I put into it, I never got paid for. And then he tried to sue me for the damages, And this is a friend, and I told him that I'm done with you. But luckily I had proof. It all ended. So the moral story is I could have fought it. I could have won because I had the proof, right? But is it worth my energy of dragging it on in the courts, filing small claims, right, keeping that in your life?
Right, keeping that energy.
On and on and on. Or you can just say, I'm done with this person and move on.
Yeah. You got to weigh that.
So I lost a bunch of thousands of dollars. My dad lost money. I put fuel in it. I used my dad's equipment. I bought stuff. I bought boards, everything. Nails, my time. Is it worth fighting for?
Yeah, you have to weigh the cost.
And
weigh the entire cost. It was
a better feeling me to let go and remove this person from my life. And I found out who he truly was in the process. I'm like, I'm done with you, And that felt better than fighting it and getting justice.
Good feedback.
So that's the moral of my story there.
Yeah.
It's not worth the fight, basically, in my aspect of what I did or what happened. But luckily I had proof. Otherwise I may have gotten, because I kept all our text messages and I printed it off, and I got a letter from a lawyer that he was suing me for like $5,000 in damages.
Mm-hmm.
When I already did all the work already and didn't get paid for my services, which would have been well over $2,000.
Mm-hmm.
And I was giving him a deal. So I'm like, luckily I saved all those text messages, printed it all off, sent it to him and his lawyer. I never heard from him again. So it better to let go than, in a sense, it's better to let go than dragging something on that's going to eat you alive for another year.
Exactly.
So sometimes an offer is just as good to let it go.
Bye, Kevin. Enjoy your cookies. Thank you for hanging out. Love and light to you. So thank you. Yeah, for that. That really puts it in perspective, Scott. Thank you for that story. So I'm just answering some of the questions I saw coming through. It'll be on Mary's channel on Friday. So Friday will be Mary's channel. And Tuesday, I feel like Karen is coming back and will be on her channel. So that we'll be posting. I'll be posting in my community to let you know all the times and all that. And don't forget all Scott's, and he'll be on this in the next 30 minutes with Beth. So don't miss out on that either. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for all the questions, and and thanks for all the and playing along with the personal question stuff and everything, and such great questions.
It was fun mixing it up.
Yeah.
Sharing experiences and thoughts on different subjects and just reading.
Yeah. Super fun, guys. Love my family here for sure. And thank you, Lucian, for your incredible support and love. And everybody else, all the other moderators doing all their stuff. And if you would like a private reading, please check out our websites or email us or whatever. And also thank you for any of your donations and support. It's not expected, but it's a blessing. So thank you for that as well. So until next time, I'm hugging you. We're doing a group hug, and we'll see you then. Take care of yourselves. Okay? Bye.